Hey there, Gemini. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Wendy Irene, and this reading is for if you have Gemini in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node, or if there's a Gemini in your life that you're hoping to maybe gain a greater understanding of what could be going on with them energetically. These readings are meant to be timeless, meaning that I trust in the divine timing that when you come across them is when you're meant to. And I just ask that you do your best, open your heart space, and really be willing to listen to your own intuition above everything else, because that is your greatest guiding teacher. And in fact, what I love the tarot for is not some predicting the future. It's for the opportunity to listen to what your heart is saying, to listen to what your soul is saying, to connect with your inner self here, to the divine within, and really hear what's coming up within you. You'll get messages related to the cards. Sometimes it will be opposite of what the card is, but the card helps you to understand that. Okay, so take a big deep breath in. Fill the lungs all the way up. A loud exhale. This is really good for clearing your energy, helping you be a more open channel. And it's great to fill up your lungs because so often we take quick little short breaths throughout the day. So the card that comes out for you is love from your parents. No matter what, your mother and father love you as much as they can. So for some of you, this feels like your parents or parental figures are passed away and they just want you to know, I'm around you, I'm loving you, I'm here for you. When people pass away, we can connect to them at any time, anywhere. That is the gift of when someone is on the other side. It's just that as opposed to being in the earth plane, when it's like you feel like a lot of times you need to be physically near them to feel close. When they've passed away, they can be with you at any time. I firmly believe that electronics can get messed with as messages, songs can come up just to remind you of them, or certain smells. Others of you, your parents are living. Maybe you didn't get the love that you thought that you deserved or that you thought that you needed. And now you're coming to this understanding, this full circle understanding that people love from the place that they're at, right? They can only love as much as where they're at vibrationally. So it brings about a lot of forgiveness because you know that people truly are doing the best they can. They're loving as much as their ability, as much as they're able to. So you forgive them not being perfect. You forgive that maybe you didn't have the childhood that was the perfect one that you would have liked to have. Okay, so let's see what the book has to say about this. This card is telling you that your mother and father both love you, even though you may not always be able to feel their love. Everyone shows love in different ways. For example, some people show that they care through actions, such as giving you things or trying to help you. Other people express it through words that they write or say. If your mother or father shows love in ways that you don't understand, you can talk to them about your feelings. This often connects back to the love languages. What is your love language? Is it words of affirmation? Is it gifts? Is it quality time? You understanding what your love language is and then expressing that this is what you need. The bond between parents and children can never be broken no matter what. Even during times of anger, parents and children still love each other deep down. If you focus on this love, it grows even stronger and deeper. This love also helps everyone feel better and get along better. If your mother and father are angry with each other, you can still love them both equally. You don't need to take sides. Everyone has something good inside them after all. God put love within your every person. Your love toward both your mother and father is always deep and strong. Even if you don't see one of your parents very much, focus on what's good about your mother and father to help them and you be as loving as you can be. Really choosing to see the divine in your parents, to see that divine light with them, to focus in them, to not focus on the drama, the ego, any of that, to focus on that divine love within them. Like you being this beautiful presence that notices their divine light, and that's what you focus on. That is really the path towards enlightenment here. And I know it's very challenging because often our family is our family for spiritual lessons. We learn from each other. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily always easy, but this love is there. Okay, We're going to look at the tarot deck, Gemini, and see what else wants to come out. There was one time where I had a fan turn on, just come on out of nowhere. And for me, I personally felt that this was a family member from the other side just saying, hey, I'm there. So notice these little things that happen. I mean, that's part of psychic ability, is that ability to notice those things. Okay, so you have the Seven of Swords, or the Seven of Michael, the Six of Swords, or the Six of Michael. You have the Seven of Pentacles, or the Seven of Ariel, the Seven of Wands. So we have 3 sevens in a row. For me, that's really a sign of being on your divine path, being on the path that you're meant to be on. You have the Epiphany card, you have the 3 of Pentacles card, the 3 of Ariel, and the Ace of Cups, or the Ace of Raphael. Okay, right at the heart of the reading where the Seven of Wands is, she's flying on this unicorn through these storms. There's the rainbow around her, but there's also the storms going on. But she is flying on this unicorn with beautiful large wings. So for me, this is saying you're really standing up for what you believe in. What is it that gets you really worked up? What do you feel really passionate about? I feel like these beliefs they're there for a reason, and you're meant to stand up for it. You have this confidence. Flying on this unicorn is signaling you have this beautiful confidence, Gemini, that you can draw on here. It's you really being in touch with your personal power. That power that is divinely given, that power that is within you, that no one can take away from you. So this energy feels very strong, very I can fly through any storm in life here. The Seven of Swords is when you're reevaluating. So see how he's in the woods. It's like, what path should I be on? So maybe you're evaluating the path that you were currently on. There might be a better way, or whatever it is that you were contemplating doing, there could be a better course of action available to you. So I feel like here you are reviewing things. You're like, how do I stand up for what I believe in? What is the best way to do it? What is the best course of action? What would love do? How would love stand confidently, but stand by my beliefs? And also it can mean that you're going to be working with someone else on this when you have the Seven of Swords. So you could be in partnership with somebody else, especially when it comes to something that you truly believe in deep down. The Six of Michael is, I want you to know, Gemini, there is light at the end of the tunnel. So again, like we saw the unicorn flying through the storm, maybe you've been going through a storm. See, this boat has been going through stormy waters, but land is ahead, or calm water is ahead. So this card is here to say, hey, this relief is here for you. This relief is coming. So you can breathe a sigh of relief. You can make new plans that really light you up. You can relocate. You can travel. Also, this card is a card of travel. So sometimes traveling really helps brighten our soul. It helps us learn. It helps us to grow. It's one of the, traveling is really unique in that you learn from going to new places. You experience new things. It keeps you alive and growing. It keeps you from being stuck in a rut just by traveling sometimes. But Gemini, this card is here to say, hey, there's this light at the end of the tunnel for you. The Seven of Pentacles is saying you've invested wisely, and what I'm feeling the most is that you've invested in yourself wisely. That's why you're reviewing, what the best course of action for you is. That's why you're reviewing like where you should live or where the best place for you to be is. It's a card that says have patience and trust in that fact that you've invested wisely. So it's like you've invested your money, you've invested in yourself, your spiritual growth, whatever it is. For some of you, maybe you invested with money. Some of you, you've invested in spiritual growth. So it's this constant like reviewing energy and making plans, making future plans for yourself, ones that make you feel happy, ones that lay you up, whether that's with travel or relocation or just which path you're going to take. The Epiphany card is, you deciding to be joyful is what I'm feeling. So you're allowing this spiritual growth to make you into this person that says, hey, I choose joy now. I could focus on everything that feels wrong. I could focus on all the difficulty, or I could focus on joy. I could choose to be a joyful person. I can be that light to others. I can be that shining light. And also these answers are going to come through to you. Especially like if you're reviewing things and you're wanting answers, these answers are coming through. It can be through quiet time. It can be through meditation. It can be through walks, being out in nature. There's so many different ways that people receive these insights. But I feel like do what makes you happy. It's calming and joyful to you. And then these answers come through. The Three of Pentacles is just another reminder to, hey, Gemini, do what you love. Do you love to have a few quiet moments with a cup of tea? Do you love to have a bubble bath? Do you love to go on a walk? Do you love to travel? What is it that you love? Do you love to read? Do some more of what you love, Gemini. This is your message, to do what you love. It can be big things like when you talk about career, but it can also be you draw that in by doing what you love in the small ways, in the small moments right now. So this is a time of really big personal growth for you, Gemini. It can be advancements in your career or in something artistic. You know, it's the holidays here, so maybe you're just letting that joyful side come out with decorating and stuff like that. I know I have been. So, but I feel here you're cooperating with others though too. Like it feels like working with others and this cooperation, but this joy is coming from your spiritual growth. The Eight of Cups. Ace, the Ace of Cups. Think fresh new energy with aces, beginnings, positive new emotional experiences, fulfilling romantic relationships. So whether you're in a romantic relationship or you're wanting one, this card can really, with the cups, can really signify a really fulfilling emotional relationship or a romantic relationship. And it's these deep, lasting spiritual insights. It's like this joy comes from within you. You've chosen to be a joyful person. That doesn't mean that there aren't storms that you're sailing towards the light, towards the calm water, but you're choosing joy overall. And you're choosing to stand up for what you believe in. So that's also like believing in who you want to be, being that light to others. Gemini, thank you so much for everything you do to support this channel and me. It means so much. I love doing these readings for you. It's truly a special thing for me in my life. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscribing, the leaving me comments, and letting me know if this resonates with you. I truly appreciate you. Have a beautiful month, and I will see you again soon.